Interesting that you get a free kill here, which is
I know, right?
respectable. Crazy. And then now, okay, so it's like multiple mistakes here. First mistake that is like a high-low mistake is Seraphim will recall here. Why? Well, she has low mana and she has pretty low HP and she probably has a bunch of money. Her Jinx is recalled. Okay, stop her. You know, walk up here and try to stop her recall. But most importantly, Jinx is dead. So what should you be doing with the wave?
I should probably hard shove, no?
True. Why?
Because the wave crashes and she misses out on 6 minions.
Exactly.
XP gold, yeah.
Exactly. You see, now we're like chilling. Because it's simple. Like, okay, Jinx is dead. Okay, if she's dead and the minions get into the tower, then she loses. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, but can I make the wave to go into tower? I mean, judging of the non-canon wave that it's here, judging of the next wave that is here, so it will take a while for it to, you know, let's say it's gonna block your wave and it's gonna be there. Well, it will take a while for that. And judging of the dead timer that you have here, 8 seconds dead timer plus 25 seconds to get from base to lane. Judging of all of this information, yes, it's good to push here. And from this point, okay, so you have a 2-wave slow push. You have the wave in the middle. Your Ivern is invading. Your Udyr is invading. You have 600 gold. You've got a kill. Okay, if you would recall, is not absolutely best recall in the whole universe, but it is a decent recall. But judging of the minimap state right now, you should be doing what?
Okay, on minimap state, I should probably either push and help with invade, or just push.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, or just push. And if you want to recall after, sure, you can just get Retrix or something. So here you see it's like, okay, I'm chilling. Okay, you're chilling when your Udyr is probably gonna get sandwiched there by the enemy support, maybe jungle. Okay, you're staying here when you anyways got a kill, and Jinx also got a kill, but she spent the gold because she's coming from base, but it didn't. So you have, even if you don't have these 2 people here, you should still push. Okay, so like the main goals for this are what?
Maintain health and CS well.
Exactly. So just maintain health, conserve HP, don't lose HP, and if Iron or gank coming or something like great, some like a miracle happens, you can also all in, but most likely we're gonna play slow. I see you're actually keeping the sums. Okay, that's fine. Typically, as indicated, it's important to focus on your mechanics, just focus on your game, to play very like locked in, mute all, you know, not type anything to chat. But if this is your playstyle, I mean, no problem. I'm not here to change your playstyle. I'm here to optimize it. Okay, that's fine. Iron is made. Unfortunately, nothing you can really do. Let's see what you're gonna do here. Okay, so you're walking up here, trying to... If they both stay here, they can see you right now. So I would personally have a little bit of a different positioning. Like if this is a challenger game and this happens, which can, they both here, I would stay here. And if I see they're both here, I would actually try to get XP from this angle because those 3 minions will be here. And then when it comes to the caster, they'll probably just retaliate, stay here, and then you just approach the lane normally. Or there is also like a you let them to be there and you just try to hug the wall and just stay here to just catch up the XP of the first 3 minions. If they are good, this should never like work, but it's not challenger, so it might. I would not show like this because of course if they see you, they will be like, okay, let me just... Because now if they stay exactly here, they can just slightly see you. So this is not much you can do, but you can optimize it again. Let's see. Minions are getting low. You're getting it the XP range. Very good, very good. I like this. So what is the XP range?
XP range? Okay. Do you see the second rock where my cursor is?
Second rock. This one?
No. Where the our caster minions, a bit behind the caster minions, I think.
Our caster, like here?
Yeah.
Okay, like this one.
A bit behind it.
So if a minion, if a minion is here, do we get XP or not?
If my minion is here or their minion?
If their minion is
yes.
there.
Yes.
Okay. So if the minion is here, you don't get XP.
If the minion is there, I think you do get XP from where I am.
Okay. For these minions, right? For these minions. Okay. So the range of XP is 1500. So this is exactly the range of a W of Jinx or a Rex IQ. Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact. You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where, as AD carry, you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides, and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com. Ish, like if you know how you know, so
Yeah.
basically the range of the Jinx double is pretty much like this, right? So it's quite big. It's quite big. If the minion is here, that would be like max range right here. So this one right here, you don't get XP, you don't get XP, and okay, and now you get XP. This is the W of Jinx. So I would personally not walk up like this because we know what's going to happen now. There are situations where you can trade your HP for these minions. It's double poke range. It's Jinx and Seraphim. If it was a Leona, Alistar, and just Jinx pokes you, that's fine. But in this specific case, you take it, you run. Let's see if you dodge. Okay, okay. Oof. It wasn't like ideal what happened. This is not that bad. At least you try to dodge. You try to dodge. That's you. Okay. No, it did lose a little bit of HP, but let's see what you're gonna do. Yeah, okay. Super, super important. The Seraphim range right now, so you don't know the Seraphim abilities, do you?
I know. I don't know the names of it. I know her Q is she tosses the big thing at you, the thingy. How do I explain it?
How much cooldown has her Q?
Oh, yeah, no idea.
Roughly speaking.
Roughly speaking, 6 seconds.
6 seconds. Okay. What about Trash Q?
Thresh Q is. Ooh. I know Thresh E is 14 seconds.
Okay.
14, maybe? And then Thresh Q should be 8 to 10, I think.
8 to 10. So if we okay, I see. Is it important? Like if I'm gonna tell you that the Q is like, I don't know, 20 seconds. Why is that important? Because you don't play Trash.
It's important because if I play against the Thresh and I see him use Q, I'm like, okay, this is down. I can look for something.
True.
Or I can walk up now.
Okay, let's see. So so just 2 points I have here. So one point is if this is the Seraphim. Her Q is 7 seconds, and typically range champions have 7 seconds. Soraka Q, Karma Q, stuff like that, right? The E is 10 seconds. So around like Brand and all of the like range champions typically have around 10, 11 seconds. Lux E is also 11 seconds. The problem is that the Thresh Hook is 20 seconds. Actually 19 if I want to be more exact.
Thresh Hook is 19 seconds.
19 seconds, yes. So you said 8, so that's a huge knowledge gap, which is,
Yep.
if you're gonna be like, oh, he has no hook, and it's like, oh shit, 8 seconds passed, he has hook, let's play safe. No, it is like still 11 seconds, you should play aggressive. That's a bit of a red flag already. The fact that not that we don't know exactly the cooldown, because if you tell me 15 seconds, I would be like, sure. I mean, it's not 19, but you're close, you're respecting, and you kind of understand when it's going to be up to. But you said 8 seconds, which is the margin of error is massive. So I think you should play a little bit more support to learn about the abilities, because it can help you to know a bit more cooldowns. Also, when you're playing AD carry and the support is in the brush, the worst thing that you want to do is staying on the same angle with him, because he can poke you really well. So that's why you want to stay there. It's not impossible for them to poke you, but it's a lot harder, as you can see. Right? So the reason why I'm saying this is because the moment you got these first 3 minions, now you should only stay opposite on the enemy support. So if enemy support is left, you can just try to approach from here, from the right. But especially if she tries to go in the brush, which she does, where should you click is here, which is a really good click by you. But then here, this is not so good click. Where should you be clicking right now is here or here. You should try to stay because this is a range. You don't want to be here, you don't want to be here, you don't want to be here.
Okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Super important, because you see, you boom. Imagine, okay, you still get poked here, but you still have, like, if you stay here and you see her throwing, you can always have the option to click back.
Yeah, makes sense.
Let's
makes a
see.
lot of sense, yes.
Because you get a lot of poke. Okay, this you couldn't do anything, but this one right here, the positioning, yeah, it's a bit iffy. It's a bit iffy. And then now don't get poked. Nothing you can really do about that. I see shit. Okay, so they have everything right now. They have Q, be careful. You're kind of like scared to get minions. We talked about the positioning right here. She has no Q, so now at least the Seraphim has no Q for like 7 seconds. Her Q comes back in like 2-3 seconds here. Okay, so now that's the E of Seraphim. What is Jinx gonna do is attack with the range and W. What is Seraphim gonna do right now after the E?
I heard probably either auto because of the auto or Q.
Okay. So what should you be doing right here?
I should be backing off, honestly. More than anything. The wave is crashing into me. I'm not losing minions.
Exactly. So you gotta be very careful, because here, like, a lot of AD carry will like kind of feel forced to help. But now what you did here, as you can see, you just made it worse. You have to. This is a huge mistake for gold platinum players, because it's very simple. It's playing around cooldowns, and we see we have a problem with cooldowns of Thresh, because I tested you a little bit. So here you have to be like, okay, choose the Q, but the E, which is the root thing. But now the Q is going to come, and if I step up here, even if I'm not gonna get Q by the Seraphim Q, which is a miracle in general, I'm gonna get complete smashed by the Jinx. So here, right here, just don't feel forced. Stay back, wait for the Q of the Seraphim to proc, and then if you really want to trade with your isolated Q after, that's fine. That's fine, But here, like, you had one job, and that's to conserve HP, and you did it decent. Like, I've seen worse. And then here you just try to, I see, and then the mechanics here are like a little bit iffy. Okay, and now I need to check if this is the first game of the day. Do you remember?
Yes. I think it is the first game of the day. I think. I'm unsure.
Yes, it is. 9 p.m. Okay. Okay, which is probably 1 p.m. for you. Okay. I see. Because you see how close you're staying to... like now, you take that minion, but you're so close to the minion. And then here, I would stay here to take that minion, right?
Yeah.
Because again, remember the plan. Don't get poked, play safe, don't get poked. Unfortunately, you just have to wait jungle because you have Iron with smite. It's just a weird case. And here, you Q, that's fine. This, you couldn't do much. You stay max range. And this one right here, like if you want to... okay, first of all, you should hit this one because this one is dying now. And you gotta do it from here. You gotta do it from here. You gotta do it... okay, maybe from here, but even here is bad, but you are here. Look at your clicking right now. Like boom, look at your clicking right here. Super bad. Just stay here because same rule. If Seraphim is there, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I want to be here. I want to be away from her. It's a massive thing. So from my experience, this alone can make you a platinum player. Like if we don't... this is like kind of like a red flag mistake. We don't fix it. You don't see any progress in your gameplay. You can be Guma Yushi in the mid game if you have this basic cooldown understanding and it's not there. It's not ideal, and it's gonna hold you back a lot.
Very fair.
Here you try to go for a trade. Yeah, you shouldn't really go for trades in general. You just have to conserve your HP with this support. But I understand why you went for here because you have W soon. She's in W range. She's just taking your plate. You have to punish her. You have to kind of show her that there will be consequences if she hits your tower. I don't mind this. This is fine. Just try to trade back a bit. Okay, let's see what I do here. So what should be the plan in this case right here?
So my initial plan, I think if I can remember correctly, is I know I'm low. Barrier is good. I don't really want to use barrier flash. I don't want to use anything here. I just want to get some farm. They're pushing it back in, so this is kind of forced from me. But I have 7 farm in 3 minutes, so I'm in my own head. Like I want money, 300 gold. This is bad for me. So I wanted to play around bush for range. So they can't auto me. I can just come out, auto minions, go back in, try to get like some sort of damage on them, a little bit of poke, because I'm just annoyed. It's very obvious by the way I'm playing. I'm just annoyed. I'm not really thinking straight.
Yeah, like now you just need to get the base off soon, but I mean 300 gold, you can't really do that. So you just have to try to get a gank, right? In this case. So you need to ping your jungle right now. If you see his top side, he doesn't really have camps, right? He doesn't have camps on bot side, so he's full clearing 310. So he just went from top to bot, which is respectable. So now this is the perfect time to ping him. Like assistance, just so he can know, hey bro, can you please come? Can you please help? Maybe he doesn't come, maybe he doesn't care, maybe he just goes for full clear. But he should be coming ideally here, and you should be pinging because some junglers, they just recall, they think about double scuttle, they think about baiting, they might not look at bot lane. So this exact point is when you ping because you're super like you can't do anything, you're screwed, and you wanna you wanna know your jungle is first here.
My jungle should be first, yes.
We didn't really... the camera control was a bit iffy here, but unlocked. We didn't see Jarvan coming. Because we see him over the wall, but in game, what you need to see is the HP of the guy. So you can react faster. Alright, I see. Okay, longsword into potion. You gotta... I hope you get a potion. It's because
I did not get a potion.
it's Seraphim Jinx, right? What happened till now? Well, they poked us. Okay, what is gonna happen from now? Well, they'll probably poke us. Okay, so then they feel... okay, sure. If you have refill, but you didn't, so a potion is always welcome in matchups like this. Interesting that you get a free kill here, which is...
I know, right?
Respectable. Crazy. And then now... okay, so it's like multiple mistakes here. First mistake, that is like a high-low mistake, is Seraphim will recall here. Why? Well, she has mana and she has pretty low HP and she probably has a bunch of money. But Jinx is it. Recalled. Okay, stop her. You know, walk up here and try to stop a recall. But most importantly, Jinx is dead. So what should you be doing with the wave?
I should probably hard shove, no?
True. Why?
Because the wave crashes and she misses out on 6 minions.
Exactly.
XP gold, yeah.
Exactly. super important. See, now we're like chilling. Because it's simple, like, okay, Jinx is dead. Okay, if she's dead, then the minions get into the tower. Then she loses. Okay, I'm happy. Okay, but can I make the wave to go into tower? I mean, judging of the non-canon wave that it's here, judging of the next wave that is here, so it will take a while for it to, let's say it's gonna block your wave and it's gonna be there. Well, it will take a while for that. And judging of the dead timer that you have here, 8 seconds dead timer plus 25 seconds to get from base to lane. Judging of all of this information, yes, it's good to push here. Let's see what you're gonna do, because I think it's getting even worse and worse. So now you try to slow push. Okay. And from this point, okay, so you have a two-wave slow push. You have the wave in the middle. Your Ivern is invading. Your Udyr is invading. You have 600 gold. You've got a kill. Okay, if you recall is not absolutely best recall in the whole universe, but it is a decent recall. But judging of the minimap state right now, you should be doing what?
On minimum state, I should probably either push and help with invade, or just push.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, or just push, and if you want to recall after, sure, you can just get the Retrix or something. So here you see, it's like, okay, I'm chilling. Okay, you're chilling when your Udyr is probably gonna get sandwiched there by the enemy support, maybe jungle. Okay, you're staying here when you anyways got a kill, and Jinx also got a kill, but she spent the gold because she's coming from base, but it didn't. So you have, even if you don't have these two people here, you should still push.
Yeah.
Because it gives you a chance to base. Plus, this wave is just gonna get worse because the next wave is, well, I can't see it because it's this outplayed app. Let me see. Let me see if I can. I think it just spawns from base. Yeah, it's right here. So if you wait long enough, that wave that is there, the worst thing that can happen is gonna come here. It's gonna make, this is gonna be your wave,
Yep.
and it's gonna be their wave, and it's gonna stay there. That is horrible. And then you have to crush, but you need to be close to that tower to crush. If you crush now, at least you're safe. But if you wait for longer, you might need to crush from a very vulnerable position. And yes, you are not pushing, so you can't really attend to the dive. So you can't really, this is definitely cooldown understanding. And this right here, wave management, huge, 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 huge. From my experience, if we don't fix this, no matter what we're gonna see, team fights, mid-game, faker, you're not gonna improve at all if we don't fix this ASAP. Okay, let's see. Okay. Then you just go in, good combo. Sure. I would prefer you to see the HP of the Seraphim like throughout the fight. Like here, for example, you see it, but then you press spacebar, then you see it again, then you press spacebar, and now you don't see. Like you want to see, does she have mana? Does she have, enough HP? Because it looks like, okay, now we're diving and we know, but we need to know at any given time the HP of the guy, so we can kind of decide. Because there is a way, like she's full HP, but she has no mana, or she has full HP and she has full mana. Like you play it a little bit differently. Maybe you can dodge differently. Maybe you can be more committed if she's low mana. So now you don't know this information, and maybe you saw it in the beginning of the fight. But when you're looking here, you're not exactly looking at the Seraphim. You're looking at the fight. Are they fighting? What are they doing? You're thinking about other things. So that's why it's important to take a decision. You need to have the information. Seraphim HP, Seraphim mana, Ivern HP, Ivern mana, Udyr HP, Udyr mana. But with this camera, didn't really know. I mean, I can see it here. I guess that Udyr has 20 mana. Yeah, but in this case, you didn't even know. I mean, you can't have your eyes here and here at the same time.
It's very fair. Yeah, no, you're correct.
Let's see. Then you push. Let's see when you recall here. Go to Drake or not. Take this and you recall into the brush. I see. You see Jinx here. It's a bit iffy to recall in this brush. She can just W, but judging of her movement right now, should most likely not knowing you are here. There is also a Drake that if she's gonna die there, your jungle is probably gonna say something bad about you. But I mean, honestly, with this HP, you're risking too much staying for Drake. If you had half HP or maybe 70%, yeah, you can consider staying for Drake. But in this specific situation, with your HP 100%, it's too big of a risk to stay. If jungle is there, you're just dead. So it's correct to ignore there. The normal classic let me evolve my Q build. Nothing against it. When do you have Q evolve on Kaisa in this meta?
This meta should be, I think, level 9 after you get second pickaxe for Rageblade.
Wow, level 9. Wow. Really? Is it level 9? So late.
It's either level 9 or level 10. It's one of them.
That is crazy. You know that it used to be at level 7?
Yes, yeah, I know. I remember it used to be level 7.
Crazy.
And wait, maybe it's level 8 to level 9.
Level 8
Now it's...
maybe. Maybe level 8 because level 9 is a bit crazy. Let's see, let's test it. But yeah, it would be crazy if Kaisa is so good in this meta and she can only evolve at level 9. That would be...
Yeah.
Let's see.
And then I think with evolved, if you get evolved boots, you get it before Nash's, but every evolved. But if you don't get evolved boots, you have to wait until you get dagger with Nash's to get evolved, from what I remember.
Let's see. So you start this. Okay, so so we try which build we try with the Kraken or with the static.
Static.
Okay, static one.
I think you can use.
Guess I can't get boots, but it's okay. Don't really need boots anyways. Okay, so we go this. Let's see, level 5. Okay, 6. So now I need 580. How much AD does she get per level? Let's see.
2.
If I get 2. Okay, so level 7. And then... Okay, so it's level 8. Yeah, level 9 was a bit crazy. And if I have to reset the game and do like level 6, I mean, you're never gonna get Kraken Slayer at level 6 and Quintus and pickaxe.
No, it's 100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
so you
you're
have it.
100%.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but you're never gonna get this like level 6. You're gonna get like 10, 11. So okay, good. Let's see. The camera control here is still let's see. So you go to lane, starting Drake, nothing you can do. You have to react to this wave, but then you're just looking, you're going. Okay, reasonable camera control. Okay, flash. Like, yeah, you looked at the fight throughout the fight. You saw the HP of the Seraphim, and you also like space bar, so you can lock your champion, so you can see where am I. You know, I don't want to lose track of my champ, which is yeah the right thing. Now we kill the guy. So let's see what you're gonna do. You're gonna do a bit of a not a freeze, but a little bit of a keep the wave here. I mean, yeah, it's fine. I mean, Seraphim died and Jinx is most likely into the tower. So if you push this, you're gonna most likely need to push the next wave as well because you won't have enough push power to push this in time. Because the next wave, still don't see where it is. See? Okay. Okay, now it's there. But I guess it was I missed it. Okay, so it's on mid lane, yeah. So it's oh not on mid lane, it's here, basically. Okay. Yeah, so at this point right here, if you push this wave, you will need to push this wave and the next wave as well. Right? Someone is saying that with Kraken and Guinsus, at level 11 you evolve it.
Kraken Gwinsus and Terminus?
Yeah, he says or Terminus. But I don't think that's true. I don't think that's
I
true.
don't. But why would you? Why not go raid? Okay.
Yeah, for sure you go Guinsus. But even if you're behind,
No, it's level 8 to 9
I
consistently.
think it's level 8 to 9 because it can't be, it has to, because Kaisa Q evolve is such a power spec and she's not a lady in champ. Let's see. Let's try.
Purpose.
For Kraken and Guinsus. Let's see. Okay, so we need, okay, level 7, boom, and level 8, boom. Let's see. Yeah, at level 8 they have it. Okay, I knew it. So yeah, level 11 would be like a bit, yeah. Okay, yeah, so typically I like to push this wave so I can get plates. But in this case, since, you know, Jinx is there, the wave is pretty close. But this is quite fine that you're not pushing. Because you have only 600 gold, you don't know if you can get plates because you need to push the next wave as well. You're just keeping the wave here. It was pretty bad executed because if you want to keep the wave there, then why queue it? Just keep it here because now it's a freeze. So this queue is a bit iffy. If you wanted to push and get plays, then push it really hard and you know, just tell Ivan um, to help you push.
To try,
So you kind of like, okay, you want to freeze, but you hit the wave, but then okay, you want to push, but you didn't push. So it kind of did like in the middle decision, which is a bit, didn't push, but it didn't freeze. Very, very weird. Yeah, so the wave management, we will need to improve that. Okay, let's see what you're gonna do. And then yeah, here you should just shove. Like the moment this wave comes here, you shove because again, you have two options. It's either you push now or you wait, but the next wave that is now just spawned from the base, this wave that you have, you're gonna kill this wave, and your wave is gonna be here, and their wave is gonna be close to their tower. And if you wanna crash that, you have to stay there, which exposes you so much. So okay, if you're waiting here, which you should have crashed, but let's say you're waiting, like now, okay, now the wave is stuck in front of their tower. So it's not.
Yeah, this is bad. Yeah, this is really bad. Ooh, okay. But they mind control and they don't freeze. Okay.
Yeah, interesting. But I want to see. Let's see, because I want to see. Do you look at them? Do you see the possibility of them freezing? Do you look at the wave? Do you like now when you recall? I want to move your like your camera has okay, you're looking, and you're like okay, they're not freezing, so I'm gonna recall. Okay, so I can get those two things. But now if you recall here, they get placed, right? Because they'll take this wave really fast. As you can see, they are quite fast. And then it'll push the next wave and then you just lose plates. So should you really recall here? No, is this recall good? No. Well, judging if you should recall or not, it should be on the following variables. If the wave is there or there, you have plenty of time to come back, as in they will get this wave. And if your wave is there, their wave is there as well. So it will take a while for them to have a wave that they can push into the tower and get plates. But if you recall now, when your wave is here, it is pretty bad recall, right? If the distance between you and the wave is very small, because then you recall and the second you recall, the wave is in the middle, they push it, they take plates.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
So the important thing here is that okay, you have gold, but where is your next wave? Because if they can take it really fast and then your next wave is like right here into the tower, by the time that you finish the recall, they will be able to push it really fast. So I want to see and I want to know where is the next wave. We can see it's really close to mid lane, so it's really, really close there. So if it's really close, then you should typically not recall unless it's a cannon wave. If it's a cannon, you can consider recalling anyways because it takes a while for them to push, even though Seraphim Jinx, they do have good push power and it is level 6 right now too. So in this case, if one, the wave is here and it's a non-cannon wave, you should not recall because they will get plates. If two, it is a non-cannon wave, but it's far, it's here or anywhere behind the second tower, which is here, you can recall because you have lots of time. Or if this wave is close, but it is a cannon wave, you can still recall because they won't be able to push it that fast.
Yeah. Okay.
So those
sense.
are all of the variables that you need to think about when it comes to recalling here. But yeah, the concept is simple. They'll push this wave. You see the wave right here. And I was hoping that you will pan your camera to see if it's a cannon, and I don't think it was a cannon. I didn't see. But again, you obviously didn't think about this, so
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, we skip plate. It was a cannon wave, so you still lost the play. But again, we weren't thinking about that. Let's see how you play the mid game. Yeah, it's just it's just crazy that still with an Ivan support, we were able to identify what were the most important things in the game. Like that laney phase mistakes and the cooldown was really important to know for the next meetings, because now we know what's wrong, and we saw the wave management. Because a lot of people are scared, like, oh, what if I don't choose a good game? What if we do play live and it's 0-5? I think that most of the mistakes are easily
Very identifiable. No, no, I
identifiable,
agree.
even with
I
the worst
agree.
game. Yeah, let's see this one. Very good clicking. Okay, you missed this combo. Really good Q. Your camera control is not so good because you did chunk the Jinx. So now you want to know the Jinx HP, because maybe you can choose to jump. Maybe this one next game it's like a, you know, needly, and she can hit the Q over the wall and you can just ult. But because you see your camera control, you don't actually look. He flashed and maybe his A full AP with it and she's low. Maybe you can ult auto W. But you see your camera is just not so good. Then we also miss double. Let's see.
Miss W on minion, yes.
Yeah,
This
that's
minion right
unlucky
there.
when it happens. Maybe you have to press it like this or something. But yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah, the camera is, because you have to process the information. Like here, you don't know Jinx HP. If you know Jinx HP, maybe ulti. Because now you don't see her. Okay, you see, you have to move again your camera. You see her now, but it takes for your human brain like a second and a half, 2 seconds to process it. That's why I say it's so much better if you hold the camera and you don't lock it here, just at any given time, so you can actually see the Jinx HP, so you can choose to ulti. You know. So it's
That's fair.
on long term, the camera control is gonna hold us back. But ooh, okay, good, 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 good. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Okay, so you reset, you get the static, which is complete fine. Then you go to the lane. I would also move my camera now on board to see how much am I gonna lose? Are they pushing, stuff like that? Okay, so now the plan is very simple. You want to get bot tower and you want to move mid, but it might not be up to you because again, Ivern is gonna roam maybe, or okay, fine. Pretty good. So then get bot tower and group with your jungle. So mid game should be very simple. Really nice. Let's see the combo. Do you know you can Q and W at the same time with Kaisa?
So it's just one of the ones I'm still like working on, honestly.
Okay.
Because like I know I can do it. It's just that when I go into game, I don't do it. So I just
Okay.
have to like consciously think I need to QW.
Okay. But the RW combo, do you do it?
Yes.
Okay. Like the one when you use your W from the air, right? You cast it
Yeah,
from
you
the
press
air.
RW. Yes, while you're going to them. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. That's really good. I like this. Okay. See what happened here. So you push the wave. And you see Seraphim. Then you see the wave again. And then you just Q. That's fine. There's no Q. Nice try. And then now, barricade this
Now we
tower.
have data.
And now, okay, like you can still go for the tower there. Let's see. So you do like 46, 40, like 50 per auto attack. The tower is like 200. You just need 4 more auto attacks. Okay, you're gonna tank 1 tower shot, but you get a tower. It's huge, and then you can kill this guy after you have ult. You are super scared here. Like, you're gonna tank 1 tower shot. Even 2 tower shots is not that bad, really. You're gonna be low, but you have your ult, so your actual HP is gonna be like maybe this HP, and then you just complete one-shot this guy because it's so squishy for you.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So you got a bit scared. Okay, let's see the R. Couldn't get the Q off. Victor is very balanced jump. I would personally just Q here right away. It's more important than getting your W. W is really important to hit, don't get me wrong, but here you should just spam Q, 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 Q. Because here, you see, when you W, you're standing still.
Yeah.
You should like first get your Q off and try to get the isolated. Let's see the camera control here. You see Jarvan coming? Okay, you're moving, you're moving, you're moving, and then locked, and then you're seeing him, and then you just die here. Okay, at least you get your isolated Q. Okay, so let's see. They get this. And how much do you need for Guisus?
Now I think it's 1425. Or yes, 1425.
Really?
No, wait. I have no. It's 1025 because I have all the components.
Exactly.
So I have boosters on back. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So the moment you like here, the moment you have this,
Reset.
so this is good. So you have item, but wait. I guess you just left 500. I see, I see, I see, I see, I see. Didn't get tower, and then now you can use recall because the next wave is really far. I look what the next wave is after you get the tower. Let's see. Boom. It's mid lane, so it's let's see. Yeah, you see how deep you pushed Seraphim? Which means the next wave is there.
Yeah.
So now you have plenty of time to recall.
But I don't.
Yeah, because you have Quinces, right?
Yeah, I have Winces.
So you shouldn't be like trying to do anything on the map. You have Quinces, take it, because now there is no reason for it to stay. You have plenty of time. Even if the Seraphim permanently pushes the bot lane, you're not losing anything. Well, if you recall, like now, if you recall, it's a bit late already because they can just push this wave. But I hope maybe you recall after this.
Please tell me I recall after this. Looks like I am. Yay! Yes.
This one you recall at least. Then I hope you go mid. Okay. Do you know how to do the cancel with the E as well?
Yeah, I do the E cancel and the back cancel.
Okay. Then you go mid. Okay, interesting opening here. I mean,
That's really bad, honestly.
it's a bit.
I didn't pay attention where Jarvan is.
Yeah, it is a bit kamikaze. I will be honest. Like you're going really like, really like crazy. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I would wait them to be like a bit lower because this is just a bit crazy, you know. Like
Yep, I completely
you're probably thinking, okay, no cap, montage play, but okay, maybe now, maybe now, okay, now it would be because this is like you only go in. you don't go out. That is the only problem here. And it's
Very
also
true,
like
yeah.
a lot of when I play against challenger Kaisa players, they always like, so here, if this is the circle, they try to do RW run away up or RW run away up. They don't go kamikaze ult here, you know, or like
Yeah.
RW and then run away like this. Any option, honestly, rather than you see, because now no way out. If you are here, you can do the same combo, but you can just back off.
Mhm.
Okay, and it's a bit iffy because you have a lot of games on Kaisa. I would have preferred and expected you now to just go on Seraphim because she's level 7. This Jarvan is, you're not getting it through because 1 attack on Jarvan, 2 attack on Jarvan. Okay, and now you go on Seraphim, just keep on Seraphim and don't use your E, just because you're just dead. Just use everything before you die. Yeah, see. Shit, okay. This game is lost or won?
One.
Oh, it's one. Interesting. Because mistakes like this can mean a lot. Okay, now you go to top lane. Is this good? Is this good? Well,
Dragon's not up.
3 minutes
I think
Drake, 1 minute to Herald. The only problem is that when you play the carry, you want to do damage. You want to be in team fights. And don't get me wrong, if you have to go top, like if you really have to and you have to respond to the top wave, you can consider going top lane. It's not the end of the world. It's just a Kaisa 9 kills with 2 items on the sideline. Okay, but at least the Tryndamere is mid. Okay, so what is Tryndamere gonna slow them? Gonna spin to them? You know? It's not very valuable to keep the Tryndamere mid. He needs to be on the on the split push, you know?
I agree. No, I wanted to go mid. I think my thought process here is I do want to keep going mid. Obviously, my laners are there. This is where the fights are most like going to happen most of the time, and you want mid prio always, right?
Yeah.
But because Tryndamere's mid, I don't want to really share XP or share CS because then we're just gonna have CS war. So I thought maybe just for now I'll go top.
Go top.
Collect the CS that's there, maybe get T1 because the T1's low, and then I can rotate back bot.
The only problem with T1 top is that on top lane, people that are very like how should I say it? Very people that you're gonna find on top lane are very evolved. If you see a Malphite level 13 on top, I call that guy an evolved champion, a main character. People that you find on top lane are like, you know, like an Ilaoi. You're not getting through that guy.
Hell no. Hell no.
Fed Darius? That sounds... You see, because your thought process, like, it makes sense. It's just, okay, so who are you going to find top lane, you know? You're not going to be able to fight against, like, a 3 levels up on you. Because some could argue you're strong with 9 kills. You're not strong. Trinda is level 11. And he's just probably average. He's 2 levels up on you. Probably by having a kill all game. Just because he's just playing... So that's why I would go towards mid. And if I see he's sharing one wave, I would ping him. Like, respectfully. Hey, please, go top. And then if he goes top, I will stay mid and I will try to play with my jungle, with fights, blah, blah, blah. If he keeps sharing XP on the second wave, then on the second wave, I will be like, okay, sure. He doesn't want to go, then I go.
Okay.
Like, I will try to sacrifice the wave just because if he goes top, at least I'm mid and I win any fight and we can just fight. And if he doesn't want it, he doesn't want it. Okay, so it's a Mundo. Most of the cases killing this guy, I mean, not impossible. It's just, as you can see on your screen, right? It's just...
Yep.
And this is the best case scenario. Your jungle is human and he plays with a strong guy. But this is NA. Next game, you're going to have your jungle farming Krugs, we know, when you're top lane. The classic.
Yep.
So be careful with these mistakes because it might look good now, but I know what's going to happen next game on the server. Just a bit of a fiesta.
I completely agree. It's a very big fiesta.
Let's see. Oh boy, who would have known? And this is Mundo. It's not any like it could...
I'm very disrespectful here. Yes, I'm disrespecting the Mundo a lot.
That's why we should ideally be on mid lane, because this Trinda, he's supposed to be a top. He's winning side lane, just let him be top, you know. Then you reset. I would look at a bit of the Herald. It looks like he started Herald for a while. It's not a problem, he can do it by himself, but if he does it by himself in 50 seconds. I mean, I would rather help him a little bit so he can do it at least in like 15 seconds or 20 max. So that's why I would look a bit of the HP of the Herald. If it's like 3k, 4k, let him be. Recall, it's better to just recall and be mid as fast as possible. But if you see the Herald is like 10k HP and this guy has no damage, which it's Udyr, so maybe he doesn't have damage.
Yeah.
Because now it's gonna take a while. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Yeah, he could use some help there. And then you go top again. Oof. Okay. I see. Huge mistake. Because we are strong. We have 2 items. We shouldn't be... I understand if it's a huge wave and it's on your tower, you go collect and then go back to mid lane. But now, if you look at the position of the wave, this wave is completely useless. Super pushed.
Agreed, yes.
Super pushed. So if you go mid, okay, you're gonna say, okay, but I don't get an XP. True. But if you go bot, there is a most likely a fight because we see the people there. You see, look at this. It's gonna be a fight. And you're just gonna win it. Other than, oh, but let me just be split pushing. Yeah, but you're not playing Yorick with TP now. You're playing Kaisa. Okay, you're probably gonna find one guy on side lane. But we keep Tryndamere on mid and we keep Kaisa on side lane. And they just have wave clear. So you see, we don't really use our champ very good because he has a chance to win, as you can see, and he is the 3-5 guy on mid. And now, okay, I see. So this game, it probably be like a 18 minutes game if you play it right, because you delayed a lot of this game just by being in the wrong place. Yeah.
That's very fair. I can't lie. It's very
And
fair.
and now, as you can see, it's impossible for you to play because you play top. You as Kaisa, you need to play through your teammates, through your CC, maybe Azir, ult, Udyr, mid lane, Drake, stuff like that. You go where most of the people are going. Most of the people are going mid. You go mid. Stuff like that. You go top. You isolate yourself. It's not gonna be ideal.
That's very fair. It's very true.
Yeah, I'm gotta be very careful with this camera control because you see, at any given time, you don't actually see. You have to move. You have to look at the minimap to see where the people are because now you don't see them. You don't see them. If you have like a kind of autopilot moment with this camera, you won't see anyone. Like now, you see Jarvan there, but you don't know Jinx, don't know Seraphim, just because your camera is very limiting you. Now we lose the fight. Yeah, because we basically gave time for Jinx to scale. You were really strong. That's when you should have fought. And of course, in team fights, it doesn't do much. And now we should go mid, and then we should go to the attacker. It's good. At least now you play with your jungle, which you should be doing, because your jungle is gonna initiate plays, or maybe Ivern with it you. It's not ideal setup, but it is better than you staying top lane, for example.
I agree.
Let's see.
Ah.
Okay, still camera control because here this is fine, this is fine, this is fine, even this is fine, but keep looking at the Jinx because she looked low, she looked like 400 HP. There is a universe where you ult, get the kill, go like this.
Yeah.
So the camera is really holding you back very hard because I mean you're not playing Warwick, just mastery. You're playing Kaisa, a back to front champ. I ult in the back line, I kill these motherfuckers. I need to see. You're not okay. I'm playing Caitlyn, just hit the tank, and no, think Kaisa. You want to ulti in the backline, So you can't have this mistake. It's like I'm main Draven, and I'm like, okay, what is your mistake? Well, my biggest mistake is that I don't play aggressive. I'm like, well, okay, but that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing on Draven. It's like you can't have that. Okay, then don't play Draven. Just go on Vayne or like something. So that's why it's important to to have the camera. Like when you're kiting and stuff, no problem. You can have it locked, but like here, like that, okay, and keep looking. Unless he goes on you and then you lock it to be precise, you should at all given time just face guys alone. Just see the people that
Oh yes,
you're
pace.
hitting. This guy is the best locked camera player that you can find. It's not locked because he's always moving it, but if you want to watch someone that has a bit of a, you know, what's this face, okay? You can check his gameplay. Let's see. He also doesn't have the best camera, but he's always, you see, always moving to so he can make sure the enemies are in his area. Like the moment he sees that he doesn't see Aphelios, boom, he moves it a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you can
That's
see
why
him doing it.
it's any given time he needs to see both people on his screen. And again, he has the worst camera control out of out of out of every pro player, but it's still better than most people.
Fair, yeah.
Okay, and I think now you go to where you should be going mid now. Because Azir is going bot, you should be catching that wave mid. Because on bot you're definitely not getting any XP. This Azir is pushing. Yeah, okay, the rotations are very bad. But this is the easiest thing to fix. Like, look, he should have pushed bot, and he should be mid with Udyr, and like at this point in
I think
time.
it's because I make the call of we have all T2s. Let's just shove down mid, get get bot T2.
Yeah,
I make the
because
call.
to
Mhm.
get that T2, you just need waves, and with one wave against Victor is just hard, and then stacking waves on bot lane is harder. That's why it's better to go through mid. You push mid, and then you just invade into the bot jungle. Because if you don't have mid push, it's so hard for you to make plays on bot.
Fair, yeah.
So this is a bit iffy. Okay, play for bot tower. I mean, not the worst decision in there. So macro is just you should play for team fights in Kaisa, more than anything in the mid game. Team fights and waves because you didn't choose the right lane,
Mhm.
but you also like avoided fighting when your teammates were in a position to fight. Yeah, these are like big things. So let's make a list with the most important things because this is we need to kind of like because we have a few, so we need to see which is the biggest one and stuff like that. Okay, so what do you think are the biggest mistakes that we found in today's coaching session?
Mid game is